Well, this is the video you guys have been bugging me about. This is the video you guys have been asking me to make for a long time. And it's about time. It's about time. So what I'm going to show you guys today is how to take all the wiring out of your Toyotas and basically make it look like this. So let's just open up the hood on this car. So this right now is going to pertain from 1992 to 1996 four-cylinder motors. That is it. All the fuse panels gone. The only thing that was required for 92 to 96 is that you keep is this little box right here. You don't even need this, but I keep it because it's easy. You need this box. All the wiring that went to the fuse panel, I've just unplugged. All the wiring that went up through there, I've unplugged. Everything that went here, I have unplugged and just cut off right back here. You see it all? Just cut it all off. The only thing I've kept is the main wire to the starter. This is your alternator power wire, because on the old bodies, it actually comes through your engine harness, around the back, and up to your alternator. So the white one is alternator, the black with the red stripe is starter. And then you need these two, and then everything else that's here, you cut away. Now this does require you to hot wire your starter, just like this wire, this green wire does right here. And this does require you to hot wire your alternator. You just go to the yellow wire, sorry, the red wire, but I've already stolen that plug for a different car. This harness does not control fuel, alternator, starter, or transmission. Your transmission becomes basically a manual transmission by doing this. So, do you guys want to learn how to do this and have it so your interior wiring looks like this? Well, I'm going to show you guys how. The first thing we got to do is go cut our plugs out. So let me show you how to do that. I need to go up to a car. So let's go get a light and some tools. So what we have here is a fresh 92 to 96 Toyota. Can you guys actually tell me the year? Take a look at these headlights compared to those headlights. 3, 2, 1. Test is over. Anyway, what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to pull the plugs out required to make this. So the first thing you got to do is you got to pull out the glove box. So let's get all this stuff out and down to the wires that we need, and I'll show you what to do. Now the tools I have here is a flathead screw, sorry, a star screwdriver and a 10 mil with an extension. It's a pretty intense tool list, guys, so don't get overwhelmed by it. Let's get all this out. So first piece is the little black piece that goes in the front. Just throw that in the back. Then comes this piece. I just undo one screw and then basically just pull the thing off just like that. Now this is where your 10 mil comes in. There's a couple 10 mil bolts up here. So one. Would have been nicer if I got a ratchet that actually ratcheted. Move my cell phone screen so I don't smash out my cell phone screen. 2. And 3. So if you guys don't know, I've been making these harnesses now for about a year. And I've been selling them, and they've been tested out pretty good now. People have ran these harnesses and a lot of big derbies, bash for cash. You name it, it's been pretty much ran. There you go, there's your dash cover, that's now garbage. They've been ran quite a bit now, and I've been getting a lot of feedback, and almost all the feedback I've been getting is good. I got like 1 or 2 people that were not overly happy, but I've talked with them on the phone. Oh, I think I stripped that one. Found out the reasons and got it going. So here we go. I didn't have to take this apart this far, but I wanted to see you guys to get a good vision. So here's the first thing we're gonna do. I want to unplug the engine harness from this car. Now, why do I want to unplug the engine harness? Well, you see, the engine harness is a harness that we do not cut. We do not cut the engine harness. We cut the dash harness. Now, if you do cut the engine harness, you will have to splice into the engine harness, this harness, and it will have to stay with that motor. How I'm telling you how to build this harness, you can unplug it from a car and plug it into the next car. So, what we're going to do, the two bottom plugs to the computer are the engine harness. This plug right here, this is the big one, your alternator comes through this one. This one right here, that is a lot of powers and grounds come through that one. There. This right here, which you have 3 brown plugs and 2 white plugs, is your engine harness. Put it down on the ground. Do not cut your engine harness. So now, we're going to introduce our new friends. These are called wire cutters. You're going to come very, very commonly known with these guys because you're going to have to cut every wire in this car now. So, you see this plug? There's 2 plugs on 92 to 96. You have a big square one and a little rectangle one. Cut the little rectangle one so there's about 2.5, 3 inches of wiring. Just like that. Just like that. So, this is one of the plugs you will need to build your engine harness. You're going to put that right there on the seat. Now the other one you need is the top plug to your computer. So I'm just going to cut it way back here. Just like that. Oh, one last wire. So now, if you guys take a look, the top plug to the computer is not part of the engine harness. It is part of the dash harness here on this side. So once it's done, you can just unplug it, and there you go. So now your computer has no plugs in it, and your engine harness is down here safely out of the way. Now this plug right here, you do not need if you hot wire your alternator. If you, well, let's reword that. If you're able to run your alternator through your factory wiring harness, it will come through here. But it is not worth it. There's too many fuses, too many relays. The alternator power wire goes too many places before it comes here. That is why I take it right to the starter underneath the hood like I showed you earlier. So now, with these 2 plugs, I'm going to head inside. Can you guys see those there? It is getting dark out, but I'm going to go inside to my living room and I'm going to show you guys how to how to wire up a standalone harness for these. That is going to be tomorrow's video because this video is getting too long and I'm just going to make this a 2-part series. So these 2 plugs are the plugs you need. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. These videos will be going up and I hope that you guys will be able to have your Camrys running on very little wiring. So remember, this wiring here does not control alternator, fuel pump, starter. Your key will now do nothing. You can remove the fuse panel on the driver's side inner fender. All this can go. Your heater can go, everything can go, all the wiring to the back of the car can go. The only thing you cannot cut is this engine harness right here that is tucked safely away, and you need that silver box on the driver's side inner strut tower. That is it. So come back tomorrow and I'll show you guys how to build this harness.